And hello there world. It is the 4th of November 2017. It's about 10 to 1 in the afternoon Singapore time. It's about 10 to 5 in the morning UK time. And I'm here in Singapore teaching astrology. Today I've been doing a workshop. I've been concentrating on the planets, the signs, the houses and the aspects and the basic language of astrology. I've also been looking at the sun and the moon through the signs and the houses, as well as the ascendant and the midheaven in the different signs and the houses of the zodiac. And later today, I'm looking at Venus, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter and Saturn in the signs and the houses. I'm looking at the history of Western astrology from 3500 BC to the present day, and I'm looking at the different types of astrology that there are out there in the world. Amongst them, I'm looking at diagnostic astrology, where you use diagnostic astrology to actually diagnose what it is that makes a person tick, both for positive and for challenging. I'm looking at medical astrology, as in how to... There's certain doctors who are allowed to use astrology in medical descriptions, and I'll be looking at that. I'm also looking at horary astrology, which is basically the horary astrology of fortune telling, such as it is. I'm looking at psychological astrology, which is a really interesting and developing field. Electional astrology, where you elect certain times to open a business, to open a shop, to get married, to start something new. Mundane astrology, which is the horoscopes of things like, or using astrology in things like weather, planetary disturbances, stuff that affects non-human affairs in life. I'm looking at predictive astrology, obviously does what it says on the tin, and I'm looking at political astrology, which is going to be fun, because I shall have a go at a few politicians. This is today's workshop. Tomorrow I'm doing a more advanced workshop, and more on that one tomorrow, I think. But at the moment, it's about 45 minutes before the full moon. I note that the full moon, the sun and the moon are both strongly, very strongly, less than 1 degree, squaring the major asteroid Ceres. Ceres is about nurturing. It's about the way we nurture ourselves through nutrition, digestion and food. It's the way we nurture others by giving other people a bed for the night, hugs, cuddles, affection, food and shelter, a bit of money. It's the way we were individually nurtured as a child or not, particularly in relationship to the mothering. It's mothering as much as smothering. And it's the way we allow others to nurture us as adults or not. How good are we at letting other people in? How good are we at letting other people care for us in terms of giving us hugs and cuddles or showing us affection? Many people have difficulty with that one. And with the full moon, with the sun and the moon both squaring Ceres at the moment, the idea of nurturing is a big one. I think that nurturing is a question that's going to be a hot topic over this coming couple of weeks, not only with the current refugee crisis that's happening all around the world, but also with the sudden surge of feminism and the aggression that's being shown towards female energy over the last few years suddenly coming to the surface in a number of different lights. So I think the whole question of how we nurture each other and how we nurture ourselves is going to be a hot topic, and it's the underlying current of this current time, especially with today's full moon. It's classic full moon energy where I am. I'm in Singapore at the moment. I'm going to be here for another 4 or 5 days, and last night was the most incredible thunder and lightning storm, which all the people in the class are going, yeah, that's normal, it's rainy season. But to me, it was the most vivid thunder and lightning I've ever seen. I've been in some pretty serious hurricanes in my time in the Caribbean, but I've never, ever seen thunder and lightning like that. That was incredible last night. And yeah, it'd be easy for me to say, oh, it's full moon, of course. But wait a minute, this is full moon in Taurus. The sun's in Scorpio, the moon's in Taurus. Ceres is in Leo. It's all about nurturing ourselves, looking after others. So yeah, I'm putting a lot of energy into people here. I've done about 25 readings so far, and I'm teaching lots of people today and tomorrow. I did a big lecture last night. I'm also being very well looked after. by my hosts in Singapore. So a big thank you to them. You know who you are. Meantime, it is full moon. It's full moon in about 45 minutes from now. So I think at this time, with the moon in Taurus, which is all about food, with Ceres squaring the sun and the moon, which is all about nurturing, honestly think it's a really good idea for us to take a little bit of time out today to nurture ourselves individually and to nurture the world we belong in. So go and cook a meal for people. Go and show people a bit of kindness. And don't be scared to accept a bit of kindness back. Because if we don't nurture ourselves and everyone else, what's the point of being human? You know, we might as well just be robots. Nurturing, that's today's buzzword. Catch you later, world. Bye.